Hello, this is Joel. I just returned from a trip to Japan for my work. I have been fortunate to work for companies that trust me to represent them in international travel. And so in this video, I'm going to take you along on my latest journey so you can see what work travel is like for me. I've traveled internationally for some great companies. At National and Fairchild Semiconductor, I traveled to Korea, Singapore, the Philippines, Malaysia, China, Finland, and Italy. At PacSize, I visited Sweden and Germany. Now at Moxtech, I've just returned from Japan. Before leaving, I print out key work and travel documents, plane tickets, train schedules, and hotel info, just in case I can't access them on my phone. When packing, besides clothes, I pack a crochet project, puzzles, reading material, and snacks. From Salt Lake, I flew to Seattle and started my crochet project during the flight. Next was a 10-hour flight to Incheon, Korea, an airport I've visited many times. They've done a great job creating a comfortable atmosphere for travelers. Finally, I landed in Osaka, Japan around 10 o'clock p.m. and checked into my hotel. The Christmas decorations were already up in mid-November. This hotel had a Buddhist book along with a Bible. All the hotels on this trip had heated toilet seats and bidets. Hotel breakfasts are always an adventure. You'll find Western staples like eggs and sausage, along with local options like soups and fish cakes. The next leg of my journey was a 2.5-hour bus ride to Himeji, where I met my host. We first had lunch where I tried conger eel. Besides the eel, it included anchovies, sweet potato oden, quail eggs, tofu, fish dumplings, and beef broth soup. It was delicious. If I need local cash, I'll pick some up at an ATM. 1,000 yen was around $6.70 this trip. With a free afternoon, we visited Himeji Castle. Like many sacred places in Asia, you're required to remove your shoes, so I was glad I wore fun socks that day. The steep stairs led to all 6 floors of the castle where I learned about the samurai era. My host suggested watching The Last Samurai filmed here to learn more about their history. I also picked up a famous Himeji cake to bring home and share with my family. Many Japanese hotel rooms provide a nightshirt or pajamas while you stay there. Often they don't quite fit me. That night I tried okonomiyaki for dinner. Unfortunately, this food was a little too different for me. Cabbage pancakes with a sweet Asian sauce on top. I could only eat a little of it. For meals like that, it's good to have brought familiar snacks. Also, I found a KFC that night. Their 11 herbs and spices taste the same all over the world, so I had that for dinner. The next morning, I was off in a taxi for work. The plant was prepared for our visit. It's customary to bring a gift for your hosts, so I brought some Utah truffles to share. I had to wear static dissipative clothing to tour the plant. These were the largest clothes they had. I can't take video of what happens on site, but for this trip and most places I go, I'm either evaluating or learning about their manufacturing process. After work, I rode in the private car of the plant manager who would be having dinner with us later. At dinner, we had an amazing spread. There was a large group of us that night, and we were back near the castle. The next morning, I took a Shinkansen bullet train to Tokyo. Tokyo is certainly a bigger city and faster paced than Himeji. I felt like I was in New York City with the tall skyscrapers. McDonald's is always on my agenda when I travel. They usually have something unique for the country they are in. I had to try their shrimp burger. Again, I had time to kill, so I walked to the Imperial Palace, but was too late for tickets to the palace, so I toured the beautiful grounds. I also spent some time souvenir shopping in the underground shopping malls. Later, I met a group for sushi. I'm back in another hotel room, different set of pajamas. Need to check the TV to see what is on the local channels. At headquarters the next day, I presented information from our Utah plant and listened to other presentations. Some more good food and bento boxes that day. After a long day of work, I did some late-night sightseeing. I took a subway to Shinjuku, where I saw a life-size display of Godzilla on top of a hotel. The next morning, I made my way over to the airport for the long flight home. I grabbed rice packets onigiri from a convenience store. These sticky rice packets filled with shrimp or tuna are perfect for on-the-go meals. I'm finally home and walking through the Salt Lake City airport. The best part of the trip is coming home and seeing Barb. It was an incredible trip. I met amazing people, learned more about the samurai culture, and had some great food. By the way, here's how far I got on my crochet project during the trip, and here's where I am now. Thanks for watching What's Joel Doing Now?